Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to week 2 of the MVC. Tonight we have Varsity Overwatch taking on Evansville. 0-1 headed into this match, took on Illinois State in week 1. Very tough opponent, nationally ranked. Unfortunately fell in that one, but got a chance to bounce back this week here against Evansville. Feeling pretty confident going into this match. Starting lineup today will be Lil Flaps at tank, Atlas and Fusic at DPS, Chiruro and Anacaster as support. We'll be getting started on Ilios here, control map 1. So going to be interesting to see what comps we go with, whether we go dive or kind of play a little further back. But not too sure scouting-wise how Evansville is, as this MVC is a new conference only in week 2. Not even sure how they did week 1. I'm sure the Overwatch team knows. But yeah, excited to get into this one. And yeah, we'll be right back when the game starts. Should be getting started shortly here. Map is picked. Just switching around a couple things, but we'll be back in just a minute. And welcome back on the solo broadcast tonight. Graduate Assistant, Speedy Kill Ninja. As we are getting into Ilios here, take a look at the control point. So like I said, not too much info going into this one on how Evansville is. I'm curious to see how it's going to play out, what characters we pick. But, I mean, this Varsity Overwatch team has had a pretty darn successful season overall, off the back of Coach Wood. Coach Jared Wood has been doing a great job with this team this year. I'm excited to see what we're going. So do have a slight adjustment to our starting roster tonight, as Famputi is currently not starting at DPS, but we will see if he hops into the match later on. Do have this Diva coming out from Little Flaps. Interesting pick. I do not think we've seen him yet play this Diva. Atlas on Tracer, then Fusic on DPS with Genji, and then Chiruro and Anacaster rounded out as support. So, apologies, Overwatch isn't my main game, but we'll do our best here, and glad that we could provide a stream for you guys tonight. Valpo taking early control at this point, doesn't unlock for another 10 seconds. So you do see Little Flaps getting some good damage off. Diva's ultimate provides a ton of damage and kills if you're on front, but for the most part just allows to clear point in overtime situations and also re-enter Mac. Do see a kill from Fusic here coming out early, but does end up falling to Underroad. Atlas picking up a kill there on Underroad, able to trade back. Little Flaps getting a kill there. So Valpo starting off with a big team fight win, able to take control of point, and already up to 15% here in map 1 at Ilios. Looking at ult charges, Atlas and Little Flaps are already like very high up there. So we see Fusic returning to the team here off respawn, playing pretty far up. Valpo taking control of this high ground. Trying to fight through Evansville as they are stuck in this control point. We do have Diva out of mech, see if she's able to do anything. Will end up falling. We do have Atlas with the ultimate, able to pick up 2. Chiruro picking up 1. And tank, Roadhog will go down. We did see the switch to Roadhog there. So Valpo already halfway at 50% in map 1 here. Valpo looking really solid so far, no mistakes, 2 team fights, 2 wins. So we do have Little Flaps and Fusic approaching their ultimate here. You do get a peek at Fusic, as he is coming on the flank with ultimate. Got to watch out here, does spot the ultimate, able to block, dives in. Not able to find a kill yet. There goes one on Deme. A lot of ultimates coming out here. Oh, Diva dies with ultimate. Not ideal for Valpo. Roadhog going to pick up 2 kills. Tracer has ultimate back up again. Wow, and we will see it popped here. Able to get back to point. Valpo approaching 90% here with control of point still. Although Evansville does seem to have, you know, position here. Oh, and Little Flaps getting a double kill with his ultimate. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see that one. Little Flaps doing a great job there. Atlas able to pick up one on the side. Fusick taking it down, and that will be a full team wipe there. Team kill. And Valpo able to take map 1 100% to 0%. Great job by them. Looking very solid so far. I mean, looked like a pretty flawless performance there by Valpo. I mean, the only team fight it looked like they kind of lost there. They were still able to have control of point the entire time. So we'll see some more Ilios here. Got to watch out for the Roadhog, as Roadhog can pull and throw them into the spit very easily. But beautiful views here. Great vibes out here tonight for Valpo's MVC match week 2.
5, 4,
and
2, 1.
oh, we see a Roadhog from the side of Little Flaps too. Roadhog, you know, this is kind of Roadhog's map. Do see the quick TP coming out from the side of Valpo. We'll give them a chance to get to the point first before Evansville again. Valpo kind of playing off the side a little bit here. Did see a little change to Roadhog in the season update a couple weeks ago. Does have this trap kind of similar to Junkrat's trap. But, you know, can hook on top of them and does really well with that. But, you know, if Roadhogs finds these hooks on, their Roadhog unfortunately falls in the pit there. And, oh no, actually gets pushed in by Chururo. Atlas and Little Flaps finding 2. And they are able to push all the way to Evansville spawn here. Playing very aggressive, but we do see the tank for Valpo playing back a little bit here, kind of retreating. Anacaster also playing on point here. You see Fusick looking for some damage here. Their Roadhog gets hooked. Not super ideal to hook their tank, but no harm, no foul. And Fusick does get ultimate here. We'll see what he's able to do that with that. Both DPSs have ultimate. Tracer is going to pop theirs first. And we'll see what they're able to get off this one. The Fusick diving in and out. Valpo this entire time still having control point. We will see a contest come in here from the side of Evansville. And Roadhog able to kill the other Roadhog. So Evansville up 1, up their tank so far in this fight. And Roadhog finds another. Tracer retreating back to the heal pack here. Ooh, are able to get a touch in, but Evansville looks like they'll take first control of point here. Valpo gonna have to regroup off respawn here. Anacaster waiting for the rest of their team to arrive. Ultimate economy definitely leans to the side of Valpo here, up for this next fight. Looks like Anacaster does have a little bit of a flank position here with ultimate up. See if they're able to get anything done here. And this Roadhog has completely switched around here in the second half of map 1. We do see Tree go up on site, so Valpo likely to make a contest here. Do have Tracer able to rewind, almost jumps in the pit there. Oh, and Atlas picking up 2. Little Flaps finding one with his ultimate ability. Fusick on Genji still has ultimate, and Valpo able to recapture. But good job to Evansville, able to get on the board here in map 1. Getting to 47%, so not too bad on their side. Both Fusick and Chururo have ultimate for this next fight, so definitely something to watch. Did get Little Flap's ultimate, and Anacaster burned, excuse me. And then on the side of Evansville, they also do have the ultimate from their DPS. Forget what his name is called, but he spins around in a circle, does a really good job of point control. And Valpo winding up past 90% here. Will be Evansville got to get a touch in. A lot of members low on their side. Fusick able to find one, able to find 2, able to dash, slice, and dice. Evansville apart, and Valpo will take game 1. So great match. We'll take a look at the play of the game here as we have Atlas on Tracer. That was a prediction there. I threw out the Atlas before, but we do see Atlas able to find one on Underroad, able to find another, and just bouncing around, able to get so much damage out and finishes off the play of the game with the kill on the Roadhog. And that was, the only fight they lost there, and Valpo was able to take advantage of that. So Valpo, pretty clean map 1 there. Going to take game 1 in this best of 5 series in MVC week 2. And we will be right back when game 2 gets started.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, so we just played that first round. How do you feel about it?
I felt pretty good.
It was a good map. It was a good first fight. Kind of some highlights in there. We had Ben with that play. Sorry, not Ben. Fusick with that first play of the game. Well, not play of the game, but the double blade at the end there gets that Ajax. But also DeAndre. Oh man, I'm just dropping everyone's names today. But Atlas
Atlas.
playing in Tracer kind of worked good with our comp.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. And to kind of quickly explain the switch up, me and Scott are sitting this game. Other people are playing, so we decided to rush over here, do a little guerrilla casting.
Yeah, and kind of gives an insight to like what we've been thinking throughout this game too.
Yeah. So a big thing, I think, I mean, it's our philosophy every time we play something like a control map where we just kind of try and go like as fast as we can You know, we use the Symmetra TP to get out of spawn. We use the Lucio speed to get there first just so we can get it set up. I think that really, really paid off in these games.
Oh, 100%. And especially in that last one where they ran a hog as well, and we
Yeah.
were able to just get there faster, get the setup faster. We were set up in cage. It put a lot of pressure on them because if you had noticed, they were just stuck in their back line waiting for a hog hook.
Yeah, I know. It was a lot of, and then we were positioned around them since they're such like a brawl heavy composition. Since we were positioned around them, it made it hard for them to like walk in on any one part of our team. Because you walk in on one part, you're getting shot from the other part, and that allowed just like a more free range of control of like the match.
Oh yeah, and
Which
it kind of just kept the pressure on because if you had noticed there was one point in the game where I had mentioned, "Hey, I'm going to miss hook again and get them to boop," because the first hook I had missed. And since we
yeah,
were positioned all around them, the hog was like, "Okay, I'm safe to walk in," and instantly got booped into the well.
yeah, by me.
But
Yeah, it's a lot of that like planning, using even not everyone like playing a purely attacking role, but you know, I was using you sort of as bait for the hog.
yes, and honestly, that's kind of how you have to play the game sometimes. It
Yeah.
was more of a mental game in my eyes.
It was for sure. But here we're going into the second map. We got Dorado.
And for new swaps, we got Kirikuki, Arya J, and Aram Corvus in. And that swaps for Kirikuki for low flaps, Arya J for Churro, and Aram Corvus for
On a cast.
Anacaster.
And we kept our damage line the same. So I'm kind of interested. This is not a composition you see out of Valpo a lot. It's a merger between the two teams,
Yes.
between Valpo Varsity and Valpo Academy. We played the first match as a varsity team, all five, and now we're kind of merging it up to see how we feel about this composition.
Yeah. So for some reference, this is our MVC. We finally made it into the, I think it's
Missouri Valley.
Missouri Valley, yes. I keep thinking Midwest. I don't know why.
That's fair.
But Missouri Valley Conference, and this is our kind of experiment to see, can we merge the two teams? Will they work, and how will these comps kind of work?
Yeah, I'm pretty interested. We're definitely seeing something interesting with Kirikuka on the Diva. I like it here. I like Fusick on the Tracer. I like seeing Atlas on the Ashe. Very good stuff. We are seeing something interesting out of the Evansville Aces here.
It looks like they're kind of going to set up for a bunker comp, but I wouldn't be surprised if Renan 133 goes in and just kind of just TPs the entire team high ground. That's kind of what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, I could definitely see something like that happen, especially with the Sigma. The Sigma is going to be hard for our Diva to deal with, but I am interested to see how they do. A big firebomb
Huge
from Atlas.
firebomb. I think we're the position, like we were talking about the all-around positioning here, and that's kind of what we have going on between Kirikuki and Fusick here. Getting that extra poke damage. If you notice, we're already way ahead on the. Quicker
Good
kill.
follow-up.
So I guess
Really
they weren't
good
doing the
follow-up.
TP.
Yeah, you could definitely tell they were trying to look at that Symmetra as hard as it could. Fusick does go down to the Moira. Unlucky.
Kirikuki
Definitely
taking
probably
that
got a
high
little too
ground too. Kind of giving off the pressure. They have really nothing to fight Kirikuki other than maybe pepper him.
And they've got Rock, but they're using Rock up on that high ground. It does do a lot of damage there, and they are getting a lot of ground, especially with their Tracer gone. And we do see the BAP kind of positioning here to help out the Diva. Diva's taking a lot of damage. I don't know if he'll make it out here, especially getting rocked like that. That's hard. I would kind of like to see a Diva switch here. You're fighting a Symmetra, you're fighting a Moira, you're fighting a Sigma. It's a lot of things that your Matrix just doesn't work against. We do see Fusick getting back in there, though.
Fusick trying to play the game. Maybe get his one, as he always says.
Yeah, got my one.
Get a little emote here to wait.
Yeah, emote to hide.
Yeah.
Makes her hitbox a lot smaller. Atlas does go down. Early in the fight, they have to touch here if they want to fight this. It looks like Fusick's going in for the touch with the Diva following up.
I still would, after Bomb here, I would like to probably see a Sigma match, or honestly, a Monkey would not be horrible. Bomb
There's the
for
bomb.
a Remac here. Gets an early kill on the Immort. Possibly turn it here. Fusick and
There we go.
Kirikuki cleaning up. Make sure they don't C9.
Oh, but they're
though.
about to C9.
And they C9.
Oh.
Kirikuki saw blood in his eyes and just.
Hey, that's how it
Left
goes
point.
sometimes. We did see a couple of good plays. We definitely saw Fusick getting his one, his one with the pulse bomb.
Honestly,
And
it
they
could
used more for
have
the
turned the fight if they had positioned properly.
It could have. It was a little unfortunate that Diva couldn't touch again after getting rocked, especially. But I see them kind of setting up here. Diva is down right now. I wonder.
As I had mentioned before, wanting a monkey swap, they did do that. Maybe they're just listening to us. Who knows?
I think that's against the rules.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
But I think this might be a good swap. The only reason I say that is it allows to give a little bit more survivability against the sim, but also they just don't really have the right healers for a dive tank. I think.
Yeah.
Big
We do see a Bob
maybe?
coming out and a lot of damage on that Sigma. They could kill him right here, especially with that Monkey peppering his backline.
Monkey also needs a little bit of care here. They're walling him off and he walks on the wrong side of the wall. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
taking him out of the fight. And
Wow.
it looks like the team kind of goes down. It looks like we are also seeing an echo swap from Fusick off the Tracer.
Ooh.
This is going a little rough, but I think they can pull through. They have gates to retake point here, and I think with Fusick on Echo, he can kind of take out those, just some of these picks that the people have been getting through.
Yeah, we are seeing the Kitsune come out, going real fast to point here. They need to get a 1 or 2 picks here if they want to confirm this fight. At Symmetra is full charge, maybe a primal from the Winston here.
I
get
think
more damage?
he should be able to save it, I think, until last second. I would like to see him wait, but they got to be careful. Again, do not C9.
Yeah, there's the primal coming out against the Cole. Looking at both supports, doesn't get him, but unfortunately, or does get the Hanzo.
Might be able to get the Moira here. Gets the Moira. Fusick cleaning up Winston's mess.
Yeah. Amor comes out, but it doesn't really do anything for the team fight. And it forces Evansville back, or the Aces back.
They'll be able to get that Sigma though? Nope. Unfortunately, they will not.
We do see a copy coming up. I really, really like seeing Fusick with copy. He definitely is like someone who can play a lot of characters and can play them well. So copy is always like a valuable tool.
Yes, Fusick being our flex on the team and possibly one of our best players on the team, it brings a lot of adversity when he's on the Echo because he can pick up any character at any moment almost.
And looks like we'll probably see a copy coming out pretty soon here with this positioning again. Drop on behind him and use it. Forces the Amber out early. Looking at all the supports, there's a copy on the Baptiste. Gets the Amber for the
extra
fight.
support, which honestly, the way supports are overtuned here, I think it was kind of smart.
I think it was smart. Unfortunately, he kind of drops into the back line with only Amber. Everyone turned to look at him. But it did help sway the fight.
He did.
It drew a
pushed
lot of
them back.
attention.
Purity Cookie is taking a lot of aggression here, and it's forcing them back. They're taking so much damage, but they're able to do this.
Also, Dragon's a little early. Catches Atlas.
Purity Cookie's still taking this positioning, which is honestly holding them a little bit. But you can't say too much on that high ground, or can't go into their team either, but...
Ooh. Yeah, that Coalescence does take Kirakuki out. We might see a window here, but it would be a little too late. Fusick may be picking up one in the back line, but I don't know if it'll change the fight, especially with that Immort coming out.
He's already at 76% ult charge.
That is insane. That is a little absurd. He's pulling that off, but you know, we do see DeAndre unfortunately died a little early in that fight with the Dragon, and then Kirakuki got stuck against the Cole. It was going down 2 into that fight kind of did spell a lost point.
Tough kind of lost point there, but 2 minutes 30 seconds. This like side of the map is notorious for having a long hold.
Yeah, absolutely. Defense
We're
sided with
seeing
these
a very
big corners.
aggressive window here,
I like this window.
and this could be really good.
Yeah, we might
We're
see another
seeing
copy
ults come
here.
out on both sides. Copy on the BAP again. I would love.
Oh
to
no,
see
but
that.
killing the BAP.
Oh,
They
we're
can win
so-
without copy for sure. Ooh, maybe.
Oh, they win without copy,
Oh, big
100%.
pulse, big
Well,
pulse.
honestly, great on Valpo's part. They traded 2 for 2, I believe.
Yeah, very good pulse onto
Oh.
the Evansville tank. And a lot of good cleanup by Fusick. I really like to see it.
I'm curious to see how long he'll get copy. I'm just kind of like thinking that was less than a minute he got, or not less than a minute, it was less than 2 minutes he got copy within.
That is pretty fast. We do have Primal again as well, as we're also seeing another Kitsune. Only one ult from Evansville's side right now, which is Window, and they're pretty low on a lot of the other ones. Definitely the ult balance is in Valpo's side right now.
We're also seeing a pretty big team comp swap for Evansville.
Yeah,
The
they're on the
Hog
Hog.
and the Bastion.
Whoa. Yeah, that
Bastion
shield
uses
is
form.
gone.
Is Kirikuki gonna go in after form here?
Maybe going in with this Primal could do a lot.
Yep. Goes in there. He's gonna have a lot of pressure here. Wow.
Ooh. Hey, but you get a lot of damage out with that trap. Does go down, but maybe the rest of the team can clean up.
Alright, 14% at a minute.
We are seeing Valpo kind of back off here, trying to play the objective a little more, playing their corners. We see Kirakuki going after this Bastion up top. Might be a dangerous play. He does have Primal, but using it here. There it is.
We'll be able to get the Bastion. Pushing around the enemy team is just a great way to just shake them up. It doesn't look like they can catch it.
I don't know, with that window taking a lot of damage, almost half health, forcing the wind or the bubble out here.
Yeah. And this is going to be kind of desperate times here. Valpo's gonna just try a recontest here and maybe be able to win this fight. They cannot afford to lose someone. Basically.
Definitely going to see a pulse bomb come back here, probably on a support. Ooh, they do see the tracer though. Atlas has to watch out if he wants to get this pulse bomb.
And they gotta
might have to touch
careful of
right now.
C9.
Oh,
That's
the second
C9s
C9
in one
second
game.
C9 of the game.
17 seconds. They hold that for about a minute or 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Well, 13, but close enough.
Shmeep Shmop, yeah, 13 seconds. Yeah, kind of unfortunate seeing 2 C9s out of Valpo. The first
Yeah.
one was a little less controllable. I mean, getting off the point there for a second while you think your team is there and then getting rocked by the Sigma kind of is unfortunate. I would have liked to see Atlas touching maybe a little sooner with that pulse bomb. I know they were looking for it, trying to set it up, but you have to play the objective.
One of the things that I was kind of wondering is maybe it's just like more of a because this is a new team comp for Valpo, so maybe
It is.
I know how hard it is to just get into it with the team comp and be able to just like play as a team. Like
Yeah.
communication is hard and it's definitely one of the biggest things in this game.
So let's give it to them.
Well,
Well, looks like we're seeing
Atlas
that.
falling off the team.
Yeah, he's gonna go take him on his own.
So, assuming this is what we're actually going to see in the game, we are seeing a Junker Queen out of Valpo. How are we feeling about that?
On this map, I'm not a big fan. Junker
Sorry not
Queen
to help.
has her place in a lot of spots, but Dorado unfortunately is not one of them. Like if we think New Junk City, that is a phenomenal map for Junker Queen.
Mm-hmm.
If we're thinking, let's see, just basically brawl heavy maps, and Dorado is a very dive heavy map. It benefits from a dive or a bunker comp here, and
Right.
Junker Queen is neither of those.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be kind of interesting, especially just with such low movement on the Junker Queen's part. No Lucio, no Symmetra to TP you around. It might be kind of hard for Kirakuki to play here. Does pull the Bastion off the high
That's
ground.
a quick
Really
Bastion
good.
kill. Honestly, that works. They can win the fight right off this, and I would like to see Kirakuki take this aggressive positioning with RM Corvus going on the right side here.
I was going to say, I would like to see maybe either going under and back up to the high ground. Of course, you are challenging a Roadhog. It might be kind of difficult.
I
But we
think
do.
I think going right side would be, well, would have been the right choice, but now that's a nice
Jump
shot
scare.
by Fusik.
Yeah, we are seeing Fusik on the Hanzo here, which I do like. A lot of just like good pick potential, really good damage. Poking out that Hog, looking at the Bastion now, who has come back from spawn. Kirakuki does go down.
Yeah, taking that really aggressive positioning, starting to come at a cost, and
Yeah.
it might come at a cost of our Kiriko.
And it looks like the rest of the team is able to get out. Fusik staying here just to get a little more poke damage and maybe get a pick with the RHA on BAP. Ooh, dodging hooks left and right. Looking at that trap. You need to get out of there though. Yeah. Both supports were on Fusik. Hopefully they can escape this Hog that's chasing him down. Kills the Hog. Trades.
I would have liked to see the Kiriko assist Fusik there a little bit.
Maybe a little bit more. I understand wanting to get out there. I mean, you're fighting like almost an entire team.
Yeah, but at the same time, they get that Hog. It's a game changer. If
For
you
sure.
can keep a DPS up, especially one as skilled as Fusik, you can wipe a team out.
That is true. And it's happened before.
And I know it has.
uh,
Valpo's looking at 2 ults here. They might be able to change the fight through it. Evansville's looking at none, so that's a quick
Yeah.
Bastion form. Kirakuki taking an aggressive position again.
Yeah, definitely trying to lock down that Bastion. They do get a nice freeze here on the BAP, but I don't know if they'll be able to capitalize. Yeah, they will. There we go.
Fusik cleaning up with Kirakuki. Able to get 2. They're even here. Actually,
Yeah.
they're up. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely looking. Evansville's kind of forced to just play here. We do see the visor coming out. I don't know how much
Good
it'll get
M1.
done.
Kirakuki.
Bastion goes down. That soldier is still off to the left. There we go.
Yeah, that
Good.
was overall pretty good. I would like
Uh,
to see a little bit more help on Fusik again. 'Cause
Yeah, kind of just stuck on that point. But you were looking at a visor there. You can't really peek that.
Yes.
You'll just die. We do see a lot of like good ults coming up on Valpo's part, both Sports ult and J Queen ult.
the Diva swap from Evansville.
Oh, interesting. That might be hard into this May, but we are seeing Bastion ult and BAP ult coming out from Evansville's
And
side as
Junker
well.
Queen. Honestly, Diva does not bode well against a Junker Queen. Junker
That
Queen
is
has
true.
a lot. Like I understand that she's not great on this map, but she still controls a lot of the map pressure with her knight. And if Diva gets pulled in and axed, that's I don't know
kinda
the
over.
exact numbers of damage, but that's a lot of damage.
We are seeing
Base
Evansville.
checking.
Yeah, you know something about that, right?
I do.
Oh, we do see Evansville with a really, really good position window here, but Valpo was able to hide, kind of just stall it out. Now that it's gone, Valpo's probably going to take a pretty aggressive push here. We do lose Suzu. I'm maybe going to see a J Queen ult coming out soon. They're all bunched up. This Bastion ult could do a lot, but it doesn't look like anyone falls to it.
J Queen taking a big cleave out of here. I would like to see J Queen ult coming around the corner here. This would kind of turn the fight. They are up. They just used it. Evansville just used. Oh, we lose the May.
Yeah, May is down. We could see a J Queen ult to turn this fight, but I don't know if it'll happen. They really, really need to clear that high ground. Valpo does.
And that's kind of the unfortunate part about having a J Queen on the team right now. You're not able to get to that high ground unless you take the really, really long side.
Right.
Because the pressure that's being held by Evansville is just too much for Valpo at the moment.
Yeah, we could definitely see maybe a Dragon to clear him off high ground so they can get a good fight here. And after that fight, we do see a Kitsune coming out. Fusic looking around, hunting for somebody. There's the Dragon, pushing him off, maybe getting a pick here on the
soldier. Claims the high ground too. This is what we're talking about. Remember
now that it's gone. There we go. Oh, misses it unfortunately, but
late Immort on the Kiriko.
Yeah, Valpo unfortunately loses too early in that fight. Does get the soldier, but can't swing it entirely. So we're seeing kind of Valpo try and recover here. We're going into a Zarya, which I do like into the D.Va, but once again, you still don't have that movement. You can't get to that high ground. I would really, really like to see Valpo go with D.Va here.
Yes, and I don't think the D.Va on Evansville is interesting. I'm not sure D.Va's really the issue in this. I think it's more the Bastion, and honestly, their Baptiste has been doing a good job of keeping up everyone.
We did go a Symmetra to TP up to high ground, and they do get the Bastion. They could definitely win this fight. They just need to get aggressive here.
Kirikuki's been playing aggressive all game, so we're going to want to see this here.
Yeah, we do see a bomb coming out from D.Va's side. Hopefully it doesn't claim anybody.
Claims no one. Oh, it gets
they do use Immort for it, though. So we do see Kirikuki holding a lot of ground here. It's going after the D.Va going after the Sim. Can't confirm that kill. Looking at that soldier.
Kill on the soldier.
Done.
He's going to finish it, and this looks like a win fight for
Another
Valpo.
Dragon. I didn't even see that.
Fusic's just farming these ultimates at the moment.
Fusic is farming ultimates. That was good. I like the Sim TP on the high ground. They cleared the high ground. They were able to win the ground fight, get early picks, you know, focus out that D.Va because she was diving on the back line, killing the soldier during ult.
And we're seeing a Zarya swap, and what I would have liked to see, well, I actually really liked what we saw there. I thought they used ults properly, they got those early picks, and they claimed the high ground just like we were talking about.
Yeah, and we see Valpo with 2 minutes left to push this. They could definitely, I mean, it's absolutely possible to get time advantage, but it's so hard to push here, and now they've got a Zarya to look out for.
And with that Bastion form, I think Kirikuki should be waiting that Bastion form out, along with the rest of their team, allowing him to maybe step up afterwards, but now with half his team down, I don't think going in is the best choice.
Yeah, I mean, you could set up an ult here, you could turn the fight. I don't think it's worth it right now. They're down 3. They lost the support early. I think they should just try and get out. I don't even think holding this is really much worth it at all.
I agree. He's just taking a bunch of unnecessary damage, and as we can see, Evansville's about to come around and probably kill both of them.
Yeah, and it's so late into this that it's going to take them even longer to get set up. They might get the Bastion here.
Wow.
Actually, wait. They could absolutely turn this fight.
Here. Waiting for a grab here. He could get a. They're all bunched up. They have nothing to do. They can get a nice grab and kill almost the entire team.
Yeah, especially with this Moira being stuck off here in the backline. We didn't see it happen, but we do see Valpo able to maybe try and claim this high ground once again. And we see a Kitsune coming out on the top. They really have to watch out for this Bastion ult, though. It could claim the whole team, but it gets nobody. A grab on support's really good here.
Unfortunately, no one's able to look at it.
And we did get the Bastion, and it did hold them back for a second, distracted them, forced out cooldowns.
Looks like Valpo's going to be able to start pushing here. Gets a early kill on that Moira. That's honestly going to possibly a fight saver right there.
Yeah.
We lose Atlas here.
Yeah, do lose the Reaper going into this fight, which could prove very detrimental, but maybe Fusic can pick up the slack. We've got a little bit of a window coming out here. I'd like to see a window early as possible.
Right here, Immort.
We didn't place Immort, took a little too long to place it. And we don't see the window coming out. Valpo has maybe one more fight here, and they have to touch quick. If they don't touch quick, we do have maybe a Reaper going in for the touch. 19 seconds, they can't get time advantage, but they can win this still.
Yes, 15% to ult too. Atlas can possibly get a game-changing ult here.
Yeah, I mean, but with that Zarya, you really have to look out. That's a lot of damage and a lot of damage negated. We do see Fusic probably going for the touch. Does get noticed, unfortunately. We're already in there.
That's the overtime. That's all they need.
Yep. They have to touch again, though. There we go.
Fusic going in again.
Fusic dying to the
10%.
Symmetra though.
Early kill in
Atlas
the
getting
back.
a good pick. Absolutely
Very
could change
defensive
this with an
window.
ult. TPing up just to go after the soldier.
That's 2 bubbles. We see both bubbles.
We're gonna see the ult coming
There
out
it
right
is.
now.
Yep.
It's big.
It gets 1, but they are unable to keep him up.
They could still change this fight though. No bubbles on the Zarya. Get there. Does have a Kitsune coming out, but I don't know. Against this many people, it might not be winnable. Doesn't get the bubble on Fusic in time. Takes out the M-Warp, but just can't survive. And we're being called back. Well, I'm being called back. You can keep casting.
All right, Ike, do you want me to do it with you, Henry?
Player
Alright.
Hell yeah.
of the
Oh,
game.
heck yeah. All right, well, that was really fun.
Yeah.
Doing
I'll
this like
see you on the other side.
guerrilla casting was really fun. See y'all later.
Taste of poison.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
So we're gonna take a quick break real quick. Yeah, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Welcome back, guys. So it looks like we're off of our bathroom break, and we're gonna go into Saravasa here. I'm joined again by Henry, and I guess
Speedy
I'm
Kill
kind of
Ninja. Yeah, we can go by Henry. That's fine.
that's fine. Chris and I just do the first names, but first time casting duo. But
Yeah. So, roster change again for game 3 as we have Fusick heading in on tank here. Atlas staying in Famputi, is that how you say
Famputi,
it?
Famputi on the
Coming in on
DPS,
DPS.
and
And
Chiroro
then,
and Anacast are coming back on the healing.
yeah, rounding out the comp here. So, our going into Flashpoint, I will definitely refer to your expertise here for a little bit. This is a
Okay.
tank I have not. Oh, it's Doomfist, right?
Yes, this is
Okay,
Doomfist.
I was gonna say we don't see too much Doomfist here. Looking at these comps, you know, what do you like? What do you not like? What is Valpo's strategy here? Are they kind of playing dive or playing
So
back?
when Fusick plays tank, usually his honestly his specialty is kind of Doomfist. He's gonna try and do a lot here, and he's gonna be doing a lot, but it's up to the rest of the team to be able to match it. So basically, we're gonna see them instantly TP to right side, and we're gonna take. He's gonna get there as fast as possible. He's gonna try and take out an early pick. I think it's gonna work. Honestly, he doesn't need a lot of care when he's on Doomfist, because like we had mentioned before, he's very comfortable on a lot of heroes. So he's gonna be able to get in and out, and since they take that inside room, it's gonna be a lot of pressure from this Doomfist. And so one of the normally when we play Saravasa or like I guess a Flashpoint, we're usually in a more rush comp. But like I said, with Fusick on the Doomfist, it's kind of allowing him to do as much as he humanly can.
Yeah, and Valpo immediately bouncing back after game 2 loss, winning the first team fight here, able to get control point. So good to see Valpo kind of back on their feet here, and looked like a very clean, quick fight. Pretty much flawless.
Yeah, except for the Doomfist dying. But as we see, a Roadhog is out on Evansville. This is gonna try and counter the Doomfist, and I wouldn't be surprised if Fusick swaps to something after this, because Roadhog is kind of like one of those bigger counters to Doomfist.
Okay.
So in this fight, as we can kind of see Doomfist in the back, he's gonna try and either go in, or get out, just based on how. If he goes in, he's gonna go all in most of the time.
Yeah,
So here he
Valpo
is
already
in
at
his back, getting a
60%.
huge punch. Fusick's already putting the pressure on most of the Evansville team.
And Pooty dropping pretty low here, but does have ultimate up. Getting a lot
Honestly,
of damage
and we see a Doomfist ult coming in here. If Alpha's gonna take this first fight, they're not gonna be able to recontest. With the fight that's going on, there's too much pressure. They're gonna hopefully take out this hog, and this is gonna allow for a stagger almost. So Valpo's gonna be able to get to the point a lot faster than the other team.
Yeah, so this flashpoint, points go much quicker than control point. I believe it is 60, 70 seconds, but much quicker. And then being able to rotate and set up at the next point is really important.
Yes.
But do have Evansville here kind of respawning, regrouping. But Valpo definitely has positioning advantage here.
Yes, and with that positioning advantage, it's going to allow for Doomfist to kind of just do what he can. And Famputi holding out to his ult here could be game-changing. After we see this Coalescence go out, I would like to see that come out.
Yeah, 4 ultimates on the side of Valpo, and only 2, almost 3 on the side of Evansville are able to get first control of point here.
And like I said about the Doomfist, he kind of controls the map with Doomfist. He does a lot. You may not notice it, but like he really does. And it looks like we also saw a Sombra swap on Evansville, and that is a very hard counter to Doomfist as well.
Surprised we haven't seen any ults come out from Valpo. Still has 4, definitely has the ult advantage. Atlas able to pick up a kill there on Underhog.
So they don't really need to use the ults here because they have the fight advantage. It's very much so, and they're continuously keeping this 4v5 alive. They've just now killed the Symmetra. Before it was one of the supports, so now that they just kind of own the place.
Yeah, being able to stagger those deaths. Evansville not really at full force for any of these fights. And Valpo, with this ult economy, still has 4 up, so Anacast use her. But meanwhile, Fusick is fully charged up and ready to go with his.
Gets an early kill here, possibly. Sombra misses a hack. Doomfist getting a huge punch, absorbing all that damage from that hog. Beat coming out from Chiroro here. Honestly, keeping the entire team alive from that hog ult. And it looks like they win the second map easily, too.
Yeah, so I mean another 100% to 0 there. Valpo taking control early and just keeping it. Some big team fights win on the first point, and then on the second point, just being able to keep that stagger going. Being able to hold on to those ultimates are huge. Ulti economy on the side of Evansville, but are going to have a staggered death as Bubs just popped up. One of their DPSs is falling here too. Beauty able to find another pick. 10 seconds before the point unlocks.
Looks like they're holding them in their spawn, which honestly is pretty good pressure here because we did see an early pick from the Symmetra. And Pamputi still getting some like nice and early charge here. We're already at 50% on his ult charge. Doomfist going back in to try and keep that pressure up. It looks like Atlas took his journey all the way to point, claiming it, while the rest of the team just kind of takes that pressure. Doomfist at 95. I would like to see Doomfist kind of go in and possibly take out a support, or at least force them to use one of their ultimates. Looks like Atlas gets that insane freeze off, gets an early kill, 2 kills. Is he gonna get the third? And that freeze forced blanking Moira ult on them, so it was a 1-for-1 trade here.
Yeah, Valpo at 50% here. Roster change definitely working out here in game 3. It is nice for Valpo to kind of have that freedom to be able to rotate around, see what's working, see what's not, you know, as we are progressing towards playoffs. Kind of finding the roster that suits us well and works best. But I mean, right now, completely have changed the game around. You do see Fusic pop his ultimate, maybe in a little too deep, it lives.
Able to get out with 11 health. Wow.
Valpo inching towards
Sojourn's
99% here.
With overclock in hand, I believe they should just hold the 99. Oh, they're going to try and ego it. This could work. No supports. This is a risky game. Is he going to get his one? He does not. Unfortunately, he falls using overclock. But they get to 99, and that allows the team to reset. It looks like Atlas is coming back with almost ult and Chiroro almost at all. And we're seeing a swap from Anacast to Zenyatta. I think that's going to just try and help to confirm kills for the Doomfist, or just give an orb to allow him to have some extra healing.
Yeah, on the side of Evansville, Zarya does have ultimate for this fight, along with both of their supports. But I mean, like you said, Valpo's starting to get close to these. We'll have a chance at least one fight here.
They should have 1 to 2 fights if this all goes well, but they're taking their time, it seems, which is not a bad thing. They're getting the ult charge, and if they're able to get at least just one pick here, an early pick on the Betis, beat coming out from Chiroro.
Atlas
Mayo coming out. I think this is going to be it for Evansville.
Yeah.
Valpo's going to take that dub.
Yeah, huge May ultimate there. I mean, you know, like you said, they were waiting there to get their ultimates and using them kind of right when they came up and worked out, and we're able to take map 3 here. So Valpo going up 2-1 in this series. We'll see what the play game is. Any last minute guesses here?
It's probably going to be Atlas. It's going to be Atlas or Fusion.
Yeah, I'm wrong every single time.
Sometimes Chris and I get it, but it's okay. This was a really big play here. This is where he gets the early pick, and it allows the team just to kind of have that early momentum, because now they don't have a main healer. Yes, Moira healed, but not all too much. But overall, not bad.
Yeah, so Valpo going up 2-1 in this best of 5 series in week 2 of the MVC versus Evansville. Unfortunately, did take that week 1 loss to a very talented Illinois State team. But you know, we're back here on match point, hoping to take away this one. And yeah, we'll see what roster we go in with. Has been switching around a lot today. You know, switching around what positions they're playing. We've seen Fusic in 3 different roles.
We have not seen him on the support yet.
Okay, I haven't seen him on support yet. Could see him at support. That's been typically his traditional, but as of recently has been like switching to DPS. I've seen him on tank a couple times in a couple different conferences as well. Beauty getting back from his midterm, able to sub in here in game 3. So I mean, academics always come first,
100%.
no matter what sport it is. So I mean, you know, it is midterm week, so
Yeah.
understanding.
Yeah, I had my midterms earlier today, but we had some little insight from Famputi. He was talking about how the exam was going to start at 5, so he could be here for warm-up at 6, and unfortunately didn't get the exam until, I think he said 5:56, so he was a little upset coming into it, but for how he played, no warm-up, he played phenomenal.
I mean, he's taking it out on Evansville right now, for sure. But yeah. So Valpo able to adapt with these changes. I mean, Beauty kind of the captain, and you know, might not be the best player, but definitely like the biggest leader in my opinion on this
Mhm.
team. Vocal leader, mental leader, and just does a great job. So him being able to step in this game 3 and kind of just, you know, everyone settle down, take a deep breath. You
Mhm.
know, we drop a game, but we're still fine here. Best of 5 series. You know, we can afford to lose a game. Um, but I think Chiruro hopping from the caster booth back in, doing a great job there too. And then Fusick, kind of just an all-star, all around, all plays all roles, does phenomenal at all of them. Definitely one of the team leaders in game as well. I mean, can't talk enough about this whole roster to be
Yeah,
honest.
the roster in itself is incredibly talented overall, and it really shows in some of these games.
Yeah, it is nice because like in NECC and Great Lakes Esports Conference, our other two conferences, we typically rotate with around 6 people for 5 positions, and you see people play in different roles. You see people swap in and out. But in the MVC today, we've had a total of like 8 different players play so far.
Mhm.
So it is kind of interesting, you know, as we're inching closer to the postseason, seeing kind of what works, what doesn't. But yeah, we will head right back. Into game 4 after a short production break. And we are back after a very short break, and we are
Incredibly
heading
short.
into Queen Street. Yeah, I didn't realize we were gonna get started right away. But yeah, push map here. Personal favorite game mode of mine.
Really?
Um, yeah, you
You
got
might be
this.
one of the few. This is like one of everyone's like least favorite map.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's cool.
Well,
Not a big Flashpoint
It is
fan.
new to Overwatch 2. No one's a Flashpoint fan.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, no one really likes the new maps in this game.
yeah.
Since Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, they had added the push mode and they had added the flashpoint mode. Not a lot of people have been very big fans of it. Personally, push, the only issue I have with it is if you get, as soon as you get momentum, it is very hard to stop that momentum.
Yeah, especially when you get to that like first checkpoint where you get the closer spawn too, and it just keeps on going, keeps on going. But I mean, beautiful vibes here on this map. I mean,
In
Valpo doing
Canada,
a
I
great
believe.
job
New
in the
Queens is in
art
Canada.
department.
Oh,
Really?
I'm pretty sure New Queens is
Wait, is,
Canada. I could be wrong.
we gotta go. Little Overwatch team trip.
I mean, I'm down.
I guess that's up to me, but
Yeah, it is up to you.
But yeah, so this push map, robot will unlock in 20 seconds.
Yeah, there's
This
the Canadian
robot
flag.
pushes this little barricade and tries to get as far as possible. Either you get to that finish line, that second point, or you know, whichever team pushes it farther.
Yeah, and we're seeing Doomfist come out again from Fusick, and a Hog to kind of counteract that issue again. But I really don't think they were able to stop Fusick. He was just kind of steamrolling. He was able to do what he needs, get in and out, avoid the Hog hooks overall. But having that Bastion, facing against that Bastion is going to be very dangerous here.
Yeah, Valpo gonna kind of have control of this point first. Do you see Karakuki here subbing in as support? So I mean, typically has been a tank player, but is a flex supposedly.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll be interested to see how that goes.
Late Suzu on the Doomfist, falling to the Bastion, which this is where it's going to get really hard for Doomfist. I think he'll be able to do it. He's very talented. He's able to get, like, kind of that, like, take a lot of that damage without E, because this E charges up his punch. I just recently started working on my Doomfist as well, but it's very hard hero to get to. So there's that E coming out, gets the charged punch. Looks like Atlas is going to try and support Fusick up here.
Yeah, I think Fusick has this like incredibly aggressive playstyle as tank too, which is really great. It's just, you know, like when it doesn't work out, you know, you kind of die for it.
Yes.
And that's what we saw in that first team fight, I think. So Evansville gonna kind of have a little push advantage here, but Valpo fighting back right now.
So at the same time, Fusick has that aggressive combo. By him taking away 4 of them, 1, we just took bot. 2, it allows Famputi to just kind of get in there and get some damage done. And we might be able to see a kill on a Baptiste here. And it looks like we take him down. So Famputi is able to get through there. And honestly, this is where they're taking this full map control. Pretty soon we're going to see Fusick kind of get to the back there. There it is. Clean up the rest of the back line. And it looks like the team, Valpo's going to take that dub on this point.
Yeah,
Now
so I mean, Fusick dying there early, but like you said, attracting all that pressure allows Valpo to be freed up a little bit to do what they want.
And with Doomfist, you're able to get to point extremely fast, especially with this kit. But now that they have this pressure in this map, it's very easy to continue this pressure. All they need is a few early picks, and if they can get it, honestly, it works really well. But Fusick's going to be down here. This is kind of where I think he should swap to oh. He has ultimate. It might be worth just swapping to just something a little bit more survivable.
Fusick unfortunately going down early in this fight with ultimate now charged, but Valpo gonna back off here, try not to get too staggered. Famputi does drop, Karakuki just respawns. Ult economy looking pretty solid on the side of Valpo, but have to mention Evansville also does have 3 ultimates, Roadhog, Bastion, and also their support Underdog. You know, Valpo in a staggered situation here.
Yes, this is where it gets really hard to regain the momentum, because once you get to the staggered, now they're forced to fight this in order to keep Evansville from getting close spawns. And it looks like Fusick isn't able to kind of match it, because they're taking a lot of pressure off the rest of their team just solely to take out Fusick. And again, I think this is really where he should swap off this. This is incredibly hard to play Doomfist against a Bastion and a Roadhog at the same time.
They're pushing the barricade.
And Evansville does end up getting to that checkpoint, will have that closer spawn, so gonna be tough for Valpo here to be able to claw their way back in this one, but are still not even halfway through this push map. Still 6 minutes left. Fusick opting to stay on the Doomfist, and Famputi with ultimate up here.
And Fusick taking an early death again. Famputi's still with ultimate here. Maybe able to pick up the Roadhog, and Immort used to save him. We get a pulse bomb on the Baptiste, evening up the fight. Right there could change the fight. Baptiste had ultimate, whether they know it or not, but it's coming in. They're able to possibly win this. Fusick's back on the Doomfist, and Atlas trying to get those early picks. Huge anti coming off of Kirakuki, and a hog hook on the Atlas. Yeah, so in positions like this is where it's just kind of an all or nothing. Huge Suzu coming out from Chiroro, and it looks like Valp was able to clean it up with a kill from Famputi with his overclock.
Yeah.
Now, they're going to be able to get set up here and hopefully maybe even get an early kill off that Baptiste that they killed early. Because this is where the staggering starts to happen. The spawn points are really far once you start pushing, so it's very easy to get caught out of place. So it's very important to move as a team as well. Fusick's getting a punch here. This is where he's going to probably do a majority of his damage, possibly in one flipping one of the supports.
You have the Bastion ult coming out, and it does take down Atlas, unfortunately.
Huge punch coming from Fusick. Unfortunately, the Bastion form is extremely detrimental to Doomfist.
Yeah. On top of the Roadhog hook, just securing the kill there. Valpo having a tough time regaining momentum here.
Like I said, that's part of the charm of this map, I guess.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
Now, honestly, 10 minutes in this game, or 4.5 now, or 4 minutes 15 seconds, but 10 minutes allows for either team to kind of take their momentum whenever needed.
I mean, we're just over halfway through, so plenty of time left here for Valpo to make a comeback. However, they are looking on the back end. Do get Kitsune.
The Kitsune, and we're seeing a visor come out from Evansville. Fusick coming back to the fight. Maybe looking for an early pick, or a late pick here, I guess it would be, because late in the fight. Possibly on the Baptiste. Gets the Baptiste, and looks like the Soldier's going to go down. Possibly even the Moira if they can catch up to her.
Yeah, we do see Atlas switching from Tracer to Soldier there. Thoughts on that?
I think it's a good swap here. It's really hard to play Tracer and just like a dive in general when there's a Roadhog Bastion, because one, you can get hooked out of that, and Bastion just annihilates you, and with the DPS passive it's incredibly hard to get healing. Yeah. But I think here it's gonna be good. Doomfist missing the punch, but I possibly gonna bring it in and get the Bastion into the fight. Now this is really big by Fusick. This is allowing Evansville to take positions that they don't want to be. And that's kind of where the Doomfist charm from Fusick comes in. He's now forced Evansville to fight that by going in and jump behind and punching someone in.
Yeah, and Vampiri was able to pick up a triple kill there with his ultimate off of Fusic's play there. Unfortunately missed it because, you know, I'm not the best spectator cam
It's
of all
okay.
time. But hopefully we'll get a chance to see it in the play of the game.
We saw it in the kill cam. That's how, I think that's his second or third one he's had.
Yeah.
Or not play of the game, just a couple overclock kills. He had a bunch of 3Ks.
We'll see Soldier with his ultimate up here. Valpo with the only ultimate in this fight here.
Now you can kind of see Valpo's trying to claim all parts of the map, and Roadhog pushing up in a very aggressive angle. This allows for Valpo to possibly take this early kill here. And it looks like Famputi's going to go out by the Roadhog.
Roadhog drops really low, but not able to find that pick. Chiruro will die to the Roadhog there. And Valpo just not getting to the mark they need to take the lead, just behind 3 meters.
2 minutes left in the
Fortunately-
game, it's anyone still though. With that being so close to the checkpoint, it puts Valpo in a very good position for overtime.
Yep.
Famputi gets hooked, but fortunately the Suzy comes in clutch and saves him.
I do like the option of them kind of backing off a little bit, allowing their team to respawn, because we saw earlier on defense when they were trying to fight so hard, like against that checkpoint, they put themselves in a really like bad and risky position that did not work out too well for them. But
I agree.
Kirakuki's gonna find a kill here on Soldier.
Looks like
Yeah,
Famputi's
falling.
also gonna get a kill here. It looks like Doomfist is gonna get a kill straight off on the Bastion. Pushing Valpo ahead on the team fight here.
3 ultimates on the side of Evansville, however, Bastion just respawning.
We're so close to taking the lead.
They are 3 minutes away.
And they're just kind of waiting for everyone to get here, because Valpo did suffer a few losses, and they kind of you gotta refight as a team. That's one of the big parts of this. Famputi and Fusic kind of just going in together here. Or sorry, Fusic going in with his ultimate. Seeing an early gates from Chiruro, possibly changing the fight. Big anti coming off of Kirakuki. This is gonna allow the team, but we're seeing a lot of ults come out. We see both visors, and we're also seeing a beat here. It looks like we take the soldier out. We win with the Kitsune.
Yeah, 40 seconds left here. Will be probably one of the last fights we see this, and a big one, big team fight here as we do see all the ultimates come out. And Beauty does have his ultimate up now. Point is contested behind 2 meters still. Kirakuki able to find a kill on their support.
It looks like Valpo's gonna take the lead here in a second if they can get the soldier off.
Yeah, huge
this-
team fight win.
Looks like Evansville still putting up the fight.
Switch to the Diva, just trying to stay on point here. Hops out of mech and will find that kill.
Valpo takes the lead, and honestly, I think Valpo takes the win right off that.
Yeah, takes the lead with 1 second left. So they have to constantly contest to have a chance here. Do you see the switch to Tracer to try and get the touch in?
And
Are
that's
able to
gonna be
find
it.
these staggered deaths, and Valpo is going to win 3-1. Wow. So Valpo losing that entire push until 1 second left in the game.
I told you, it's anyone's game with
Play the game.
this.
Sorry
That's
about
gonna
that.
be Famputi. Yep.
Yes, we didn't miss the play.
This might be a different one. I think.
Yeah, it might be a different one.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. We get them to play the game. Great headshot there. Another headshot. Man, he is great aim. Able to just
Yeah. Take out
absolutely
almost all
snap
of
and
them.
lock on their heads.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
3-1 puts Valpo 1-1 on the season for MVC.
Yeah, Valpo
So-
Overwatch getting on the board here as all teams are 1-1 in the MVC. So Rocket League also with a win over Evansville, falling to Southern Illinois last night, and then Smash falling to Illinois State in week 1. We're able to bounce back against Southern Illinois University. Sorry, there's a lot of like
SIU. There's too many.
yeah.
There's Northern.
It's
There's
S-
ISU.
ISU,
SUI,
SIU. Yeah.
SIU. There's
Anyways.
too many.
Yeah. A lot of confusing school names. But anyways, having a solid week. All teams in the MVC are now 1-1. So everyone on the board. Overwatch MVC doing a great job tonight. Tomorrow on stream we'll have Varsity Overwatch in the NECC at 7, then Academy in the NECC at 8:15. It is the last match of the regular season and likely their last match of the spring season as they are not currently in position to make playoffs. And then Friday we will have Rocket League, and then Saturday we will finish it off for CLAW, and that will be our last stream until spring break. Got a 2-week spring break coming up. Any
I know, I'm
exciting plans
excited.
for you?
No, I'm gonna stay at home most of it.
So you're excited to
Uh,
play Overwatch?
No.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I'll probably grind a few, but I'm looking to Helldivers and possibly playing some League of Legends. So we'll
Oh,
see what
nice.
happens.
Cool, cool. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in and have a good one.